What's up, everybody? It's Monkey Farm. I am in the formerly new map for my first world buildings, and as you can see, I have the 1.1 snapshot, the one that added the jungle biomes, and you can see what happened to my grass. It used to be nice and green, and apparently what happens is when they add new biomes or change something about the biomes, they don't actually affect the blocks that have already previously loaded or the chunks that have previously loaded in your map, but what they do is they change the color. And I kind of mentioned this in one or two of my previous videos, where you have to be careful, make a backup before you update to the new snapshots that have biome changes and things like that, because something like this can happen. Actually, if I copied this whole area and moved it somewhere else, the grass would change back to green. But obviously, you know, it's difficult to do that because then you have chunks that are not connected to whatever surrounding chunks you've moved them to and all that kind of stuff. So what I've done actually is I found yet another new map that has the jungles in it, because obviously this one I loaded before they added jungles. I don't really know. I hadn't heard that they were adding jungles, or I would have waited. But anyway, I'm glad I did, actually, because I kind of like this floating NPC village, and I think I may try to find a place for it in the other new map that that we're moving to. But we are moving to the jungle, or right next to it, or somewhat in the middle of the jungle. So I will take you over to show you the new map. By the way, I have a little puppy. Come on, puppy. That's right, puppy. Come on. Oh, am I teasing you? Don't cry, puppy. Okay, we're going to bring you to the new map. Don't worry. Okay, so we are heading over to the new map, and I will show you that and give you an idea of how we're going to move the buildings over there instead. Okay, here we are in the new jungle. Now, you may have heard about this seed. It's called Tarzan. I really like it because there's a river that kind of winds through the whole jungle. And I think that's really cool because a lot of the jungles, I've checked out, I don't know, a handful of them, and a lot of them are very dense with trees. And basically, I don't know if you've really looked into it, the way they kind of make these jungles is they put a tree at ground level, you know, so all the leaves, so you kind of have to climb over what would normally be a treetop. So it's kind of interesting, but it's not very easy to build on, and definitely not easy to transfer a previous building into something like this with all the leaves and trees and stuff. So I've put up a couple fire posts here of where I think I want to place buildings. The one we are just in, the little spaceship looking mob spawner building, I think is going to go here, and the chest wall window will be over here, and then the other window, the wide open window, will point over here, this direction. And then my pyramid looking space mountain roller coaster building, that one I believe will go somewhere around here, so they will kind of point right towards each other. And I'm still trying to get an idea where I want to put the other stuff. There's a swamp over on the other side of the jungle here, there's a desert there, and then obviously we have a mountain range and just, you know, some of the regular old stuff over here. So we'll kind of figure out as we go, but right now I'm not going to bore you showing you what I did, what I showed you in the first episode. I'm going to move the mob spawner spaceship looking building right here, and then we will get started on the Space Mountain building and hopefully finish that this episode. Alright, we are back, and I think my new view is pretty sweet. I let me give you guys a good view of this. I've copied over everything, including the piston elevator, and what I will do to make it look like it's not kind of a fake mountain that shouldn't be there, I think what I'm going to do is connect the mountain here, so it'll be, it'll at least look like it fits into the landscape. And actually, I think we're going to do that today, because there's a lot of work I need to do to make this building fit in. Here's the view from the other side of the building. So I get to see this river wrap around. We'll soon get started on a building over there. I'm really happy about this. I love the new jungle biome. I think it's really awesome. It might be a little scary once we start going through there at night with all of the mobs spawning in there. Might get a little hairy, but we'll have to drink some potions and stuff before we do that. So I have some repairing to do here. Oh, we have some good caves back here also. So yeah, so far I am pretty happy with it. So what I'm going to do, since at least I don't think the single player commands, I don't think they have an update for the snapshot. So what I'm going to have to do is copy this save file over to Minecraft 1.1, and I believe all of this stuff will carry over. As long as I don't roam into new areas where chunks haven't loaded, I shouldn't have any problems where the landscape gets chunked up. I've kind of flown in a big circle around this area, so everything would load here in 1.1 with the snapshot, to make sure that if I edit anything back in 1.1, that we won't have any problems with landscape. I can always reload a chunk, won't be a big deal, but prefer not to have to deal with that at all. And so how do you like the new home, buddy? Oh, well, yeah. Apparently there's a bug with the dogs. You can't feed them. They're still sad. They're permanently sad, I guess. So anyway, I guess they will be fixing that soon, so no worries. They will be happy dogs very soon. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this over. Well, first I'm going to back it up, then I'm going to copy it over into 1.1 and see if I can fix some of the landscaping issues around the back and the sides of where I copied in this chunk. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so what I've done is actually ended up opening this in 1.0, and I don't think it'll be a problem. Obviously, things look a little weird right now because of the some of the grass and the leaves and things in the jungle are messed up, but I think when I move this back in, I don't think there will be a problem, but I'm going to test that out anyway to find out. I think that's just the color scheme of how the game works, but I think it'll be okay. The reason is the single player commands or Worldedit in 1.1, it's actually a little weird for me, so I'm going to try this in 1.0 and hopefully everything will work out okay. I'm not extremely experienced with it, I just know the basics, so I'm just going to try to clean up some of this landscape here, and hopefully it'll go okay. Okay, so I need to be careful though. The mob spawner is down below there, so I need to make sure that I don't mess it up on the inside, and same with this piston elevator here. If you can see inside here, there's obviously a lot of redstone that I need to make sure I don't mess up, and yeah, so there's a couple ways to do this, and I'm by no means anybody who's qualified to instruct somebody on Worldedit. I've only used it a few times for a few little things. So a few different ways we can do this. We can drop sand on this to have the sand drop down and fill up all the holes. That way, in other words, if I draw a sphere of dirt, there's a potential that that dirt could fill in the mob spawner. And I could do a mask which would prevent certain blocks from being hit. or only choose certain blocks to replace. Like I could replace water with dirt, something like that. So maybe we'll try some of that, and let's get some daylight back in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's try the sand option first. So I'm going to do sphere, wait, no, I need brush, sphere, sand 5, I guess, maybe? Why don't we try that? So if I do that, it's going to drop a bunch of sand, and that way all the water will be filled in, but the mob spawner underneath won't be damaged, or at least I hope not. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and luckily we can fly down under there and check it out. Okay, so we don't need, I'm going to get rid of this, but I just want to make sure that I didn't mess up the mob spawner. Yeah, we're good. So, okay, so I guess what I need to do is actually get rid of some of the sand that I put in. Why don't we do I need brush smooth? Or is it just smooth? Okay, that works. So I can, yeah, can smooth this out, make it look like it fits in the landscape. Hopefully I don't mess anything else up. I should have chosen a different tool. This this blocking movement is kind of annoying me. It's messing up my view. Okay, so really what I'm going to end up doing is replacing the sand with dirt, and then it'll all fill up with grass. We can put some trees on it, look like it was meant to be there forever. So I think that looks good enough for now. Let's see, I'm going to change this brush. I'm going to make it smaller. Let's try 2 sand. Sand 2, I think that's how I did it. Yeah, so we'll do the same here. We'll fill in these little areas, we'll smooth them out. Now then what I'm going to do here is actually take away some of this dirt. I guess I'm killing that sheep and this pig. Well, if they can swim up through sand, they will make it out and they will be okay. If not, sorry. Don't call PETA on me. It's just a game. So once again, I'm just doing this so I don't damage the mob spawner underneath. If I were to put dirt, it would make me a little nervous. So at least until I get more experienced with this. And then now I can smooth this out. Actually, I could probably smooth out that other part, and I may not even have to delete a lot of this. I could probably smooth this whole thing out and make it look like it's fitting in. Yeah, that looks good to me. No complaints here. So obviously picture this with dirt instead of sand, and yeah, I got to get rid of these messed up trees that are kind of chunked up along the edge, but we can always chop these down and replant new trees, so no problem. I think we're good. So I don't know how to replace. I think let's see, I know there's a way to replace things with Worldedit here. I'm going to try it and hopefully I can undo it. Replace sand dirt, will that work? No. Okay, so I'm actually going to go into MC Edit because I know how to use that. I'm just going to replace all the sand within this vicinity with dirt, or grass actually, and we'll see how that goes. So I will be right back. We'll see you in MC Edit. Okay, we are back in MC Edit, and this will be very easy to fix. I'm just going to select all this sand right here and just transform it into grass. And I'm trying to think, do I have any sand that I don't want to transfer? I mean replace? No, should be okay. I don't have any sand anywhere else. Just making sure. Yeah, I think we're good. So so that's an easy fill and replace. So I'll take sand, replace it with grass. Ta-da! And did I mess anything up? No, I think we're good. So now just need to, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to, oh, I forgot this whole area over here. I will do that after, no big deal. You saw how I'm doing that, what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to reload this back into the 1.1 with the snapshot because I want to make sure that I can transfer these save files back and forth and still have all the color. If you remember, like the grass was a weird color here. I just want to make sure that all that stuff doesn't carry over into the future updates. So I will see you back in 1.1 with a snapshot. We will check out my little landscaping skills and see if I did an okay job, and we'll get ready for the next building. Okay, we're back in 1.1 with the snapshot and everything looks okay. All the leaves are the correct new leaves. The grass is not a weird color on the corner again, so good. Everything was transferred over correctly. No big deal. So yeah, I guess I just need to put some grass around the edges. Maybe plant some trees. I know I could do that in Worldedit and everything, but gotta at least do some of this intentionally, like on the ground, right? That's really weird. Why is this all popping out? Is it because it's dark? Or is it because it's Worldedit kind of soil or something? I don't know. Weird. Yeah, so I probably need some lighting back here, maybe a couple torches. I know I love to spam torches. Everybody knows that. And probably some trees, things like that. I also did this side and smoothed it out a bit, but I left it kind of hilly. You know, looks like I left a small hole here. Can fix that. Alright, so we are on our way. So as much as the new changes cause problems, so it's kind of a nice surprise. I think I will probably like this map better than the last one I had chosen. Or at least, you know, I will like the jungle part of it, new biome. Hopefully they don't keep adding too many new biomes that I'll have to add back into the game. But I'm going to finish up some work here. I'm going to probably put some dirt back here. I'm going to figure out what I want to do there. But we will see you next time. So this is kind of like a part 1 of this mini-series, or part 2 of video 1. I kind of had to redo the same building, but at least I didn't make you rewatch me copying over this whole thing. We did some little world editing on the landscape. So yeah, the jungle map is on its way. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, and also my Let's Play series. So make sure you are subscribed to be notified whenever the next video comes out, and I will talk to you later.